I don't know where you're in the world, where you're watching this, but don't get any ideas that Africa is warm, dry, sunny, and full of wildlife. So I'm sitting on top of a mountain, a range actually. The Inschlizan is the highest peak. I'm trying to think of the altitude of that, pushing 2,000 meters. So we are here in southern Africa, in fact South Africa, in fact KwaZulu-Natal. And this cold front was predicted. So I don't know where you're in the world, where you're watching this, but don't get any ideas that Africa is always warm, dry, sunny, and full of wildlife. I wonder if I can climb up on here. All right, so there's the view. And it's freezing here, I must say. All right, so I'm going to put the camera on me. And here I am in the howling gale. And hopefully the microphone under my coat is not getting too blown away. So we're in this winter landscape. It's August in South Africa. And this cold front was predicted several days ago. I was watching, there's a fantastic Facebook, Instagram page called Storm Report SA and Snow Report SA. So I remember at school we had to learn about cold fronts and all the weather patterns that affected Southern Africa. And there always was a synoptic chart on the news or after the news on the weather report every evening. Well, I think we've been dumbed down a bit now because we don't get that anymore. We just get little, little icons say where it's going to be cold or hot or wet or windy, which doesn't tell us what's going on. But if you go looking for it, and like on the snow report, they give you the satellite imagery of these frontal systems coming in from the South Atlantic, and they sweep across the continent. The intertropical convergence zone migrates north during the winter, obviously for the northern hemisphere summers, which of course then brings all the different belts north, and then we get these cold fronts that sweep across the country, and they can bring inclement weather and rain during what is generally the dry season. But every so often you get this really well-developed cold front and it brings snow. And we've just had one of these with a cut-off low. And so as part of the Dynazone and our sister company, Rock and Sky, where we bring geomorphology and geology to you, I thought I'd better come out and film some of this. I'm just scanning around here looking at this amazing landscape. I'll show you some more of it. So this is a frontal system that swept across the country. Maybe my lips are going numb now as I'm saying this. And it's brought snow, as you can see. So snow in Africa. I know in Lesotho they've probably got, that's over 3,000 meters in places. They'll probably have a meter of snow now as we speak. And there's a mine up there. They've got a Canadian specification. It's so high and it's so cold. All right, so let's turn the camera on and I'll just show you some of this amazing landscape. And then I think I'm going to go and find a coffee because it's freezing. We had to drive a little bit for the snow. I'm probably sitting at close on 2,000 meters now. So I'm going to climb off this rock on which I'm perched and feeling a bit exposed in the weather, and I'll go back to the car and warm myself up. All right, we'll see you on the next one. Welcome to Rock and Sky and the Dynazone and all that amazing geology and geomorphology and climatology which we're trying to bring to life for you, the school teachers and the school kids and anybody else who might be interested. And you can't not be interested in these amazing things. Okay, so we shall see you on the next one. I'm going to find myself a coffee now and thaw out. Bye.